Galactic Civilizations IV Supernova has received a new update, version 2.9, named Starview, so called for its focus on improving the game's visuals, user interface, and overall user experience as a whole, alongside the usual bug fixes, gameplay balancing, and more. The Yor Singularity have received an upgrade in the shape of a whole new set of ship models for their fleets. From the humble probe to the mighty dreadnought, these new Yor ships menace with spikes of chrome and a sinister cybernetic theme. These insidious droids will continue their crusade of extermination against all sentient life in the flashiest vessels in the galaxy. Meanwhile, if you prefer the older look, the legacy Yor ship models are still available for use when playing the Yor or one of your own Alien GPT custom civilizations. The Shipyard can now be accessed via a dedicated Manage button on the Shipyard context window. Once you're there, the Shipyard screen displays the design it is building within the actual shipyard you're examining on the map, showing nearby map entities and the occasional passing ship too. Your magnificent ship designs are now beautifully framed against the backdrop of the galaxy around them, and we think this is a huge visual improvement over the presentation of the old Shipyard screen. Starbases have had the same treatment, added to an upgraded layout of the user interface, which is now better designed and organised to more clearly indicate each component's function. You can now cycle through Starbases here too. Furthermore, the fleet and ship UI has undergone a redesign for clarity and ease of use. The civilization policy screen has been further streamlined to ensure it's focused only on economic and domestic policy features. We'd already moved the trade routes screen out of there to its own space on the main dock in a previous patch, and now the Fleetwide Automation screen joins it there too. This handy feature makes handling ship production and automatic transit a doddle, and it deserves its own button on the main dock. You'll notice too that we've replaced the fixed ratio tax system with a new tax slider, for more fine control over your civilization's tax rate. Taxation doesn't just affect credit income, it also sets the rate of your manufacturing and research too, and more fine control here will open up many more options for players as they min-max their industrial economic machine to their heart's content. Rally points are a crucial feature for managing your civilization as its size and power grows. They have utility far beyond just automating the transit of newly built ships from a shipyard to a new location. And veteran players make great creative use of networks of rally points, along with the fleet-wide commands, to create, supply and move warfronts, raiding staging areas, setting dynamic waypoints for probe scouting missions in wartime, and more besides. You'll now find a new rally point button on the little bar to the left of the Schaefer button here at the bottom right of the screen, with a redefinable hotkey defaulted to the P key. This will greatly speed up the creation and accessing of rally points in the game. Many tooltips and other feature descriptions have been rewritten, either to replace outdated and incorrect information or to properly clarify their in-game effects for ease of use. Now you'll find it easier to see what everything does in gameplay terms and use that information to make smarter decisions in-game. Since Supernova's release, there have been many improvements and changes made to the research system to bring it into line with other gameplay changes and additions. Consequently, there were some obsolete and unused texts starting to accumulate in the tech tree. We've removed these deprecated texts now and made some small adjustments to others to facilitate better decision making in this area. We've also updated and improved the tech icons used to represent various technologies too. As always, there are many balance and bug fix changes coming in with Starview, and here are just a few of the most requested issues. Artifacts, events and executive orders have all been subjected to a substantial balancing pass and have had their textual descriptions clarified to pinpoint exactly what it is they do in game. Older events in particular have benefited well from this, ensuring that they're kept relevant and well balanced with newer game features introduced in recent patches and DLC. Vestron citizens will no longer lay eggs inside non-food consuming citizens, which means that artificial, onyxine, crystalline, gaseous and radiotrophic species are not at risk of being murdered by their Vestron neighbours. This makes sense as the Vestron obviously can't eat inorganic stuff, and opens up some interesting strategic considerations for the player, who may find it useful to integrate some Yor, Onyx or Conscious clouds into their Vestron empire to boost their civilization's performance in new ways. We've slowed down population growth a little, and the recruitment station's excessive growth bonus has been reduced to prevent it becoming a no-brainer choice for each core world you found. It's still useful, but now there'll be other viable options to consider to fill your valuable orbital improvement slots with. Meanwhile, your citizens now cost less manufacturing points to create, and so giving your neighbours the gift of maniacal murder bots is now a little easier too. For the full list of gameplay changes and fixes, please check out the full patch notes linked in the description of this video. Galactic Civilizations is a fairly complex Space 4X series, and GalCiv 4 Supernova is no exception to this rule, with many different interlocking game mechanics and systems for you to engage with. We recognise the importance of a smooth user experience in strategy gaming, and that players should have easy access to all the tools and information they need whenever they need it. We hope that these improved user interface updates, along with the other fixes and changes we've made in v2.9 Starview, make playing Galactic Civilizations easier and more fun for you all. Cheers!